I caught my girlfriend admitting to cheating through some shady circumstances on my behalf. The other night, I went for a few drinks with some friends. I was there for about half an hour when a pal I haven't seen in 2 years shows up. We catch up and reminisce until he asks if I have a girlfriend, to which I reply yes. He then asks who, I answer, and he asks how long. He says he saw my girlfriend all over this guy, who wasn't me, at the club no more than 3 months ago. We've been dating for 8 months. I stay at his house for another few hours then return home. Upon arrival my girlfriend is waiting at my place, saying she had arrived hours ago and was expecting me to be there. I was meant to be there. She then goes on to tell me she went through my messages to find out where I was, and that she found some old conversations between myself and other girls. From when our relationship had just started, she was angry and upset about it. I was equally as angry for her invading my privacy without consent and literally searching through my archived messages to find these messages. Last night she left her phone here when she went home. I couldn't resist. I went through 2 lots of her messages. I know it's wrong, but after she broke my trust like that, as well as my friend telling me what he saw, I had to investigate further. When we just started seeing each other, we both went to a club and got lost for a bit. She admitted to hooking up with another guy while we were apart in the club. She stays in contact with this guy who she slept with. She told me about him but not about them staying in contact. He's from Sydney, 8 hours south, so no worries there really. I just feel it's unnecessary until I found out she met up with him for dinner while he was up where I live 4 months ago, and she didn't even utter a word of it to me. Then we get to the incident my friend was talking about. There are no details, but to both her friends whose messages I read she mentions I feel so guilty about last Thursday, and I can't stop thinking about Thursday night. I feel terrible. So, there it is. The predicament I am in. Wouldn't mind hearing some opinion/advice from you guys just for the point of view's sake. Also, she is a genuinely really lovely, selfless, and caring girl. I know I'm making her out to be a somewhat horrible person. If I hadn't been told by my old friend, I never would have imagined she would do something like this. TLDR. Old friend told me he saw my current girlfriend cheating on me a few months back, went through her phone, and concreted the evidence that she did. Update. I just did it. If there is anything you haven't told me over the 8 months we've been together, I want you to tell me now, and there is a chance I will forgive you. Otherwise, I never will. She responded after a long delay of ums and ahs, then a nope, and I reiterated, and she responded with I stayed at Ryan's house while you were away on a trip. Nothing happened, I just stayed over. I was drunk and we caught a taxi home together, and I was talking to him and we drove straight past my house. Then I had no money to get home, so I just stayed. I was drunk and at the time it didn't seem like such a big deal. Typing this it sounds so much more rubbish than when it is coming out of her mouth. I told her it's over and I want her to leave. She keeps saying no because then you'll never talk to me again. She is currently in my lounge room as I type this. Help, what do I do? I can't beat her in conversation. She has an excuse for everything and always turns it back on me. You posted a post on Tumblr asking if anybody wanted to Skype. I have many international friends all over the world that I connect through Tumblr with. Update 2. Told her I don't want to be with her anymore and I'll never trust her again. She keeps trying to justify what she has done. Literally trying to forcefully remove her, but she continues to refuse to leave. Help. Girlfriend cheated on me, will not admit it after I caught her. I am 23 and live in New York City and finishing my last semester of grad school. My girlfriend is 20 years old junior who goes to school in Albany. Some backstory, my girlfriend and I have known each other for many years. Our families are very close to each other. She and I have been hooking up on and off for the past few years and have always liked each other. We didn't date at first because she was still in high school and I was in undergrad upstate, plus the age difference. I never loved anyone like this girl and couldn't believe I could like someone so much. Our official relationship began over the summer near the end of July. We rarely fought and had great sex, and our families were very happy we were finally together. We've talked for many years about getting married and having kids. However, there were some red flags that I ignored early on because I was in such love with her. She constantly talked about her ex-boyfriends she went to school with and it kinda annoyed me. She was very controlling and made me not use social media such as Instagram and delete all girls, even friends, of my Snapchat. I agreed to all this because I loved her. She also is going through lots of difficulties with her family. Her father used to be a major lawyer but now is a struggling drug addict in and out of jail. Her mother is struggling to make ends meet to send her and her sister to school. When she left for school in late August, I felt everything was fine with our relationship. We shared each other locations so I know where she was. She is president of her sorority and would go to lots of fraternity parties and mixers on weekends. Most nights her location showed she made it back home. Other nights she would sleep downtown where the parties were. I brought up my concern to her once. She said she slept at her roommate's cousin Johnny's house. I joked saying, "Did you sleep on the couch?" and she got mad at me saying she needed space for the rest of the day. I didn't ask her again when she slept downtown because I didn't want to anger her more. Another night she posted a Snapchat story of her kissing a guy on the cheek. This upset me. I told her to take it down. She told me she wanted space again and called me controlling. Because of her financial situation, I would send her money on Venmo money every week because she struggled financially. I would also write her history papers for her. I did this because I truly love her and didn't want her to struggle. I now regret this deeply. Around October I haven't seen her in over a month and asked if I could visit her. She said no, she didn't want me invading her life up there. I should have broken up with her then but didn't because I loved her for so long and was going to see her on Thanksgiving. And she said she was going to let me come up to a formal at the end of the semester. At the beginning of November, her sister who goes to the same school spoke to me about not liking school at Albany and she didn't want to go to date night later. I asked if her sister was going and she said no. Later on that, I got a Snapchat from my girlfriend in a dress and makeup. I asked her why she was all dressed up and she said to me, "Don't worry." I asked her if she was going to date night and she said it was the first date themed party. The next day she says she appreciates everything I do for her but wanted to take things slow with me. Her excuse was she need to focus on school work. I asked if we were still exclusive but she said I shouldn't worry. She gave some BS excuse that she wants to get back with me and there is no time frame when we get back together. Also that she wasn't having her formal update. She had her formal yesterday and was wearing the dress I bought her. Lol. I lost my mind because I felt like I did so much. The next steps I took were excessive but led me to find she was cheating on me. I messaged her mom, who was basically my aunt, and told her what happened and the truth about all the money I sent her. She was very mad at her daughter. I then met her ex-boyfriend from school on Instagram. I did this because I had my suspicions. He told me she didn't say ever she was dating me and they slept together a few times together during the semester. He said when he dated her she cheated on him a bunch. He was able to prove it with a screenshot recording of her texting him to come over on our anniversary, to come over at 3 a.m. and have sex. He said he also saw her with other guys walking home some nights. So I then deleted her 20-page paper I worked on all semester for her on the Google Doc I shared with her. She said she didn't cheat on me and denied everything and tried to turn it on me for telling her mom about the money I sent her. She demanded to her I give her the paper back, yelling and screaming, and I did. When her mom called me I told her everything about her daughter cheating on me. She didn't believe it. She wanted us to meet over the winter break and talk things out and be friends for now because our families are very close. I'm just very hurt because I never loved anyone like her for so long. I still have some feelings for her because I loved her for many years. But all my friends and close family say she is no good. What should I do? Girlfriend cheated on me while at school. Her mom still wants us to be friends and talk. I should also tell her professor I wrote all her papers? 23 male, confronted my girlfriend, 19 female, about cheating after listening to Reddit. I guess I am not sure where to begin, as this literally just happened hours ago and I am still processing everything, but that is why I am here telling you guys about it. So backstory of my relationship is that I met a girl about 6 months ago and we started dating after about 2 months of knowing each other. She was fresh out of a relationship but love was in the air, as some would say. This girl, however, had a bit of a dark past in terms of past relationships. She had cheated on her last boyfriend multiple times and openly admitted it all to me right before we started dating in hopes of changing that. This gave me high hopes because of how honest she was being, and I was extremely attracted to her, so I decided to take the next step with her and we began officially dating. After about a month and a half, end of September, I had to move 6 hours away, by car, for school, and we would see each other usually every other weekend. Now let's fast forward to about 3 weeks ago. While I was away at school, she felt a sudden urge to talk to a past guy she had a fling with while dating her ex. She told me that she needed closure, and so she felt she needed to talk to him to get over him fully. I tried to be understanding, however it was very difficult given the circumstances. After a couple of hours, the guy didn't respond to her texts and she decided that she was actually trying to talk to him for the wrong reasons, so she blocked him and moved on. I came home the next day to see her and we talked about it. She happened to lie to me about something minor, and that caused me to have a little doubt moving forward. At the end of the weekend, I drove back to school and everything was finally feeling back to normal. A week goes by and I enter into finals week, causing me to feel very stressed out. As this happens, I and her begin to have a little bit of tension, getting into petty arguments causing us to feel distant from each other. That Sunday, a week after I had left, she decides to go see that guy she had previously tried to contact and they end up hooking up. She made up a lie to me saying she was going to the mall alone and that her phone died. I found this to be a little suspicious given what had happened a week and a half ago, but nonetheless I trusted her. A few days go by and I finish my finals and drive back home to see her and my family. Things feel pretty much normal between us, but I am still a bit suspicious, so I do a little digging. The first thing that really tipped me off was going through her Spotify. I noticed that the other guy was one of her followers and noticed that he recently added some songs to his Spotify that my girlfriend had just sent me a few days prior. I thought it was weird and decided to confront my girlfriend about it. She got sad and upset with me that I didn't trust her because it must have just been a coincidence. This is when I posted to Reddit to get a little outside perspective and to see if I needed to keep digging. I decided to keep digging and ended up contacting the other guy posing as some friend of my girlfriend and began asking him questions. I eventually got around to asking if they had been spending time together recently, and he responded that they had seen each other recently. As soon as he told me this, I had all the evidence I needed to know what she had done. Shortly after finding out, I decided to confront her about it, and she confessed to everything and told me what exactly had happened and why she did it. She cried tremendously and I did for a bit as well, but I was mostly pumping with adrenaline. I am crazy for this girl, and since meeting her it has only gotten stronger. I know she feels the same way about me, but I think she has some very deep emotional scarring from her childhood that is causing this habit in her relationships. To clarify, her dad has never been present in her life and they have a very poor relationship with each other. She told me she would begin doing therapy to try to fix this and would do anything because she does not want to lose me. She also said she understood how much she hurt me and took full responsibility for the situation. I am currently sitting here trying to sort my feelings and deciding what the next step forward will be. I dropped her off at home and called a friend to just vent a little, and then decided that writing it out would also help me to sort my mind. Part of me wants to give her a chance to take the steps necessary in fixing this situation, but part of me feels so betrayed by what happened. We have all these awesome holiday plans that I was looking forward to, and now we may have to cancel all of them. Reddit, help me, I don't know what to do at this point and I am an emotional wreck. TLDR. My girlfriend cheated on me with someone she had a history with and admitted everything to me after being confronted. Now I don't know what to do. Update. I am going to meet with her today and tell her it's officially over. She keeps telling me she can't imagine life without me and that she wants to hurt herself. I won't let her keep me in this with stuff like that, but I also want to make sure she doesn't actually hurt herself. What can I do? My 24 male girlfriend, 21 female, cheated on me with her ex and I cannot get past the hurt and doubt. I caught my girlfriend of 5 months lying about not being in contact with her ex. Accidentally caught her lying. The confession I got out of her told me she even met him couple of times and even kissed him whilst keeping me in the dark about it all. I had never asked her not to do something, just to keep things transparent. It took me some time, but I forgave her for that, and then I found out that she hadn't told me the complete truth. She even spent a night with him in a hotel room. I didn't ask for any details, but I know she slept with him. She didn't confess to anything, she only accepted it after I caught her lies. Now, I could have even handled a breakup without many tears. But this information that she slept with someone else, it just broke me. I broke down in tears instantly, and even now, it makes me cry thinking about it. I even get nightmares of her and her ex. It's been about 3 weeks since I confronted her about it. She was very apologetic and I could see she felt extremely guilty. And she claims she is willing to do everything she can to mend things. She gave me all of her social media passwords and access to her phone. She claims she is not in touch with him anymore. Despite all of that, I still have trouble trusting her, as it's not difficult to make a new account or use someone else's phone to contact him. Maybe I am just really freaking foolish to want to try and make this work, but I want to. But I still feel immense hurt and cry thinking about what she did. I cannot get it out of my head, cannot get over it, and cannot make peace with it. She said she would do everything to help, but I have no idea what she could even do to help. Staying away from her brings in feelings of hurt and rage and sadness and disappointment. It takes me a while after we meet to drop those feelings and focus on the present. Even then, they are always there in the back of my head. They overpower the love that I feel for her when I am away from her. Completely unrelated things trigger in my head the memory of her cheating on me. I know the easy way out of this would be to break it off, but I don't want to take that path. What should I do? 3 days ago, I decided I should go on a break from her to deal with all the pain and hurt by myself and hopefully get it out of my system. The break does not mean either of us is going to cheat on the other. So I enforced a no-contact period for a few weeks so that I can heal. I miss her a lot, but that feeling is now overpowered by the feelings of hurt again. Am I making the right choice by going on a break? Will it even help, or should I try to heal while being in touch with her? TLDR. Want to get past girlfriend cheating on me and carry on the relationship, but the pain and doubt is not going away.